And I'm back. Just me and my big frizzy hair.
Go ahead, it's your time, baby. It's your time, baby. Get my baby. That's the difference when you're my baby. That's how it is when you. Nobody make me stop the world. My love passion. Be what you ask for. So tell me if you want action. Put the lights back on. I got the one we could last long. And I never know my job. Feel like what I waited for life long. I pull up in my high fashion. Every life flashing on me with. You can go ahead and just sit out and turn up in my Billa to get out the whole night. Just get in the drop top, take the head out and cruise with your head outside. Go ahead, it's your time, baby. It's your time, baby. Yeah, my baby. That's the difference when you're my baby. That's how it is when you. Nobody make me stop the world.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shaylin Ariel. If you are new, and in today's video, we are talking about 6 months on YouTube. 6 months on YouTube. 6 months on YouTube. 6 months on YouTube. Y'all, it's actually really been 9. It's really been 9 months. So I started my YouTube channel in January of this year, so January 2023, and it is now September. I didn't realize those extra months went by. Like, I was like, dang, because I've always wanted to do a 6-month video and kind of give you guys like an update and a review and all of that, but then I didn't realize 6 months had gone by already. I was like, man, oh man. So I woke up today and I was like, I want to kind of check in and, like, you know, just do an update or whatever. And then I was like, it's been way longer than 6 months. It's been 9 months. But anyway, we're just going to talk about the first 6 months and kind of a little bit about where I am today. So y'all, within this first 6 months, just so exciting. We've been monetized. We have gotten our first brand deals with an S, but I'll get into that in another video. In these last few months, I've just been so inspired to just live out my dreams and do the things that I want to do and encourage other people that's trying to do the same thing. Like, it's just been such an inspiring journey for me, and nothing but love and support. I've said this several times. First of all, excuse the noises, y'all. Excuse the background noises. City living, okay? So if y'all hear sirens and stuff, that's just no, it's just always something going on. Anyway, so I've said this several times before, but it has been nothing but love and support since I've been on this platform. It's like no other. It's very different from like Instagram and TikTok, which I just got on, by the way. Years later, I just got on TikTok. It's very different from any other platform that I am on. TikTok, Instagram, Poshmark even. Like, the community in YouTube is just different. Like, it's very, very different. And it's just, again, it's been nothing but love and support and growth since I've been on here. I just feel like everybody, can y'all hear that? There is siren after siren after siren after siren after siren. Whew. They just don't want me to be great. They don't want me to film this video, but I'm gonna film this video. I'm filming this video today. It's an accident? What is going on? I'm just gonna kind of give you guys an update. So I started the channel in January of 2023. It is now September. With that, I've posted several videos and it's just been a crazy ride from start to now. Like, my videos, I feel like, are progressively getting better. They are, you know, I'm learning still, but I actually really love to edit, so that's been a good thing. That's been something that I have found that I really actually love to do, is to sit down and edit. Sometimes it gets annoying, I'm not even gonna lie. It gets really annoying because it takes up a lot of time in your day to, after you film the video, then to know you gotta go back and edit the video, and it just takes hours. So that part gets a little like, okay, like, if you ever wanted to start a YouTube channel, the editing, if you do your own editing, it's is nothing to play with, okay? It's nothing to play with, but I actually really enjoy it. I really, really love to. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't start the channel before. That was one of the reasons why I did not start the channel before, because I was always scared to edit. I was like, I don't want to edit my own videos. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. It's you know, it scared me away from even starting a channel. Again, one of the reasons why I never even started it was because I didn't want to edit. And it actually ended up being something that I really, really, really love to do. Like, it's almost therapeutic. To be honest, is, you know, I can just throw on some headphones and just go. I can sit anywhere. I can go to coffee shops or whatever I need to do and just sit there and edit a video and take a couple hours out of my day. And now I'm starting to get a little bit faster with it too, so I'm able to upload 2 videos a week. In the beginning I was just doing 1, so now I'm really, really working on and trying to be consistent with doing 2 videos a week. So your girl is just doing her thing. Who is she? So with YouTube, just to give you guys just like a little bit of background, I wanted to start when I was 19 years old. I will be 34 next month, October. And how long is that, y'all? Is that 13 years? 14 years, y'all. It took me 14 years. I was 19 years old. Something on my lip. Oh, it's hair. Because my hair is so big. It's full of secrets. 14 years, y'all. 14 years it took me to start a YouTube channel. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. I was 19 years old. I had just moved into my first apartment. I got my first computer, and YouTube back then was just getting started. Like, it was just getting started. There were girls that were on YouTube and everything was makeup tutorials. Everything was makeup tutorials. And I knew how to do makeup. I had practice, and it was mainly because of YouTube too, because I was watching these other girls do makeup. So that's what really made me want to get into it, because I was constantly watching these girls with their big, huge makeup collections, and they were doing makeup on themselves and on everybody else, and I was like, I can do that. So I got really good at doing makeup, and I would practice all the time. And it was that doggone Bedrock video, that Nicki Minaj Bedrock video. When that video came out, this showing my age here. That was the era that we were in. When that video came out, that's when I knew. I was like, I want to get on YouTube. I'm trying to be a YouTube girly, like, you know? And everybody was doing that tutorial online, and I was like, I can do it too. I can do it too. Y'all, I never uploaded a video. I could do the makeup. I could do it really good. I could do other styles and stuff. I never uploaded the video ever. And that was from 19 to my first video in January of this year at the tender age of 33. What I'm saying is that it's never too late. That's what I woke up this morning thinking about, literally. I woke up this morning and was like, I'll be 34. It is never too late to follow your dreams of something that you really, really, really want to do. Like, honestly, it's never too late. I let so many things stop me from doing what it was that I really wanted to do. And back then, I had really low self-esteem. Like, I had a lot of weight on me. I did not like myself. I didn't like my situation that I was in. I didn't like, you know, I thought that I did back then, but I really wasn't happy. I wasn't doing the things that made me happy. I tried to a little bit, but it was always just kind of like, you know, and that's kind of how I got into resale too, because again, YouTube was always my dream. That was always my passion. That was the #1 thing that I've always wanted to do. But I never wanted to get on camera because I was so embarrassed about how I looked and then how I talked, and then like I just couldn't, you know, like I was just like, oh no, like I can't get on there, even though I had skills. I was doing that makeup and I had skills. So then I thought about when I got into reselling, I was able to post different things online without actually showing myself, and that's kind of how I got into reselling a little bit. I was like, you know, I could take pictures and I could just put my hand in there, you know, I could just do this or do that, and I don't necessarily have to be it. So I can create this whole thing behind the scenes and never actually have to show my face. So then I ended up getting into resale, and then I was like, oh, I want to do a blog, because if I can do a blog, I can do different blog things on lifestyle, and you know, and then also about my reselling and this and that. Everything was so that I didn't have to show my face, when really I wanted to show my face. I wanted to be in front of the camera. But with that, I learned how to be really good behind the scenes and how to create behind the scenes and make things that you would never know. Within these last 14 years of being behind the scenes on stuff, I've been able to teach myself and to study and to really just, instead of actually living out exactly what I wanted to do, I was going around it. So within those years of hiding behind the camera, I guess you could say, and not like really putting myself all the way out there, I was in the kitchen, I was cooking, I was learning, I was doing so many things to get me to where I am today. I was teaching myself how to build a website, so I know how to do that. Boom, I can do that. I was teaching myself marketing skills. I was teaching myself communication. I was doing research, constant research in these last 14 years of how to build a business, how to run a business, what do I need to do, messing up, starting businesses, starting little side things here and there, y'all, this is way back in the day. This is a whole nother video. I had a little makeup line or whatever, but it was legit for the most part. It was legit for the most part. I got into private labeling, and if I could find some pictures, back then, I mean, social media didn't really exist, so I had like a couple of pictures of the things that I was doing, but that was really about it. But yeah, it was called Eye Candy Cosmetics, and even then, like, I got into private labeling. I slapped my logo on all these products, all these makeup products, and I started selling makeup. Like, I was like, well, if I'm not going to get in the camera and do makeup on a screen in YouTube, I can figure out another way of how to go around that. So that was when I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to sell makeup. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to get in front of the screen. I'm going to sell it. So I got really good at that, and then just started selling makeup, and then was doing that for a little while.
And go.
Hey everybody, this is your girl Shaylin representing EyeCandyCosmetics.com, and today we are here at the 2011 Bronner Brothers Hair Show. Give your look. Okay. We're here also representing Facebook.com/beauty awareness, and we're going to try and get a lot of interviews, a lot of pictures, a lot of makeup and hair going on, a lot of great things going on at this year's Bronner Brothers Hair Show 2011. I also joined here with my family member. Oh, you're not going to? Oh, you didn't want to be in it? Okay. Okay, I gotta say that. So let's just have fun. Y'all stay tuned, keep it locked. Same thing with reselling. I was like, well, I'm not gonna do it in front of the camera and show people how I do it and what I do. I'm just gonna do it and then, you know, be behind the camera and figure out how to do it and then go about it that way. Gotten into so many different things, all because I was so scared and because I just did not, my self-esteem, y'all, it just wasn't there. It just was not there. So but I've always been an extremely creative person and extremely goal-oriented and business-minded, and I've always just had things on the side, like always in the background of things that I was doing. But then also in this 14 years of time, I've gotten really good from being scared. I found other ways to work around my fear, and I honestly feel like if you guys aren't ready, I know a lot of people say just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. I know people say that all the time. And they're like, oh, if you want to start a YouTube channel, just get out there and do it. Or if you want to, whatever it is that you want to do, you want to start a cooking business or whatever, just get out there and do it. Just get out there. You know, I know it's very easy to say stuff like that. And I've been told that before too. I've been told like, oh my gosh, just do it. Just upload your first video. Just do it. Just do it. You know, and it's a way to conquer your fear. And I do agree with that. I 1000% do agree with that. I'm like, you know what, just do it. Because when I started YouTube, I had gained a little bit of weight. So I wasn't in the best shape. I'm still not in the best shape at all. My face, if y'all have been watching me, y'all know I've been suffering from adult acne at this big age. Adult acne. I've never had acne before in my life. And so now I'm 33 years of age and I now have acne and I am in front of this camera talking to y'all. So I started YouTube when physically I wasn't the best, and I'm still not the best. But going from how, if y'all knew me back then and if y'all was in my brain, then you would know ain't no way in the world I would have ever have gotten in front of this camera. However, anyway, I say all that to say, yes, I do agree with starting and just putting your stuff out there and just doing it. I 1000% agree with that. However, if you are not ready, my biggest piece of advice, if you are not ready, is to educate yourself in the things that you want to do before you actually get there, and eventually you'll get there. And what I mean by that is that even though I was scared to get in front of this camera and to talk to you guys because of how I looked, which is crazy. I don't agree with that part. Like, it's crazy. I just feel like, yeah. But even though I was scared though, this is a very real thing. People, it's easier said than done to just get out there and just do it when you have all of these fears and you're self-conscious about certain things, whatever it is. It's very scary. I mean, it's very scary, but what I would say is that to educate yourself before you actually get there. And what I mean by that, in these last 14 years, before I actually got on camera, before I actually started the YouTube page, what I was just talking about a second ago was educating. Like, I wanted to do makeup in front of the camera, but I couldn't. I was too scared. So I learned how to get into makeup and I learned how to sell it. I got into private labeling and I was like, I'm gonna make some money selling it. And that's what I did. Same thing with reselling. I wanted to get on camera at one point to say, hey, this is how I resell. This is what I go to find. I'm going to these thrift stores and stuff. This is what I want to do. But I was too afraid. I didn't like how I looked. So I was like, I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to learn how to resell and then I'm just going to sell it. In that time frame, I taught myself how to be a businesswoman. How to do things behind the scenes. I was like, if I'm not going to be in front of the camera, I'm going to master this thing behind the camera. And then when I finally pop out one day, they're going to be like, dang, how she know how to do that? How she do this? How she grow? How is she growing so fast? How is she editing these videos? How is she doing this? And trust me, y'all, I have gotten this so many times. I'm not that big. I'm not that big yet. I'm not that big. I have less than 3,000 followers here on YouTube. However, in the last 6 months, yes, I was able to get monetized. Yes, I've had a couple of videos, in my opinion, go viral. Yes, I have been able to get these brand deals and start working on stuff like that and start reaching goals. And yes, it does seem like it's taken off very, very fast within the last 6 months. But mind you, I've had 14 years, from 19 to 33. 14 years of studying behind the scenes. I'm not quite here yet, but I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. So within that time frame, and I apply it to YouTube, because it wasn't just reselling and makeup and all of that. It was always YouTube. YouTube was always in the forefront. It was always that. But 10, 12, 13 years ago, even though I'm looking at these makeup videos, I'm looking at how do they upload the video. I'm also researching that. How do you upload a video onto YouTube? Or how did they go from one scene to another scene? Or how did they do this to that? Like, I'm looking at the makeup stuff and the tutorials and all that, and looking at these people's collections and all that stuff. But I'm also researching because I'm also really interested in how you get that YouTube video on the screen. Like, I want to know that. And today, 2023, or I'll say, let's go back, 2022, 2021, I'm looking at editing, how to make your video edits better. How do you do this? How do you do that? And I'm not no expert. I'm no expert at all. I use my phone to record. That's it. I don't have a camera. I don't have fancy equipment. I use an app to edit stuff. That's it, y'all. That's all I do. But I'm constantly researching numbers, titles, thumbnails. Like, I'm looking at what's going to progress my channel. And this is before I even had a channel. This was before I even started YouTube. This was before. So you take all of these years of just preparation and research into something that you really want to do, and then you do it when you're ready. I waited a really long time. I waited 14 years to start the channel. I'm not necessarily saying do that. I'm not necessarily saying wait 10, 15 years to start the channel or do whatever it is that you want to do, a business or whatever. I'm not necessarily saying that. But I'm saying in your downtime, before you're actually ready, take the time to research and build yourself up to grow, so that when you are actually ready to do whatever it is that you want to do, you will take off. you will soar. And then the people that look at you and be like, dang, you know, you went into this business and you've never had a business before and now you have $1 million company? Like, how did you do that? Well, then you're able to tell them, well, you know, on the time that I wasn't ready, I was doing all my research. I was practicing. I was in the kitchen. I was doing whatever I needed to do to make sure that once it started, I can hit the ground running. That's honestly what it has been for me. And no, I'm not the biggest YouTuber at all by any means. I'm considered a small YouTuber when it comes to numbers and stuff. However, will I grow? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know why? Because I did all my research. And it's a consistent thing. I'm still doing research. I'm still constantly trying to find ways of how to grow and how to adjust and how to, okay, if this thing isn't working, then try this, or if this is working, then continue to do this, but don't do that much of that anymore. Like, it's an every single day process. You cannot give up on your dreams. I will say, like, I am the true definition of it's never too late. It is never, ever, ever too late. I've gone through a lot of stuff in my life, y'all. I've gone through a lot, as anybody has. I've gone through a lot of stuff, but it really is what you decide to do with it, what you decide to do with your time. You can either go through the things and just let that just keep you down, or you can go through it like me and feel the feels and move on to bigger and better things. I let things weigh me down for so long, and I was in the way of myself when it came to things that I really, really wanted to do out of life. It was me. I was just standing in the way. However, even though I know that and I can recognize that, I was always in the background like, dang, I can't do that because I know I'm in my way of this, but I'm gonna practice this right here so I can get better, because then maybe this skill right here is gonna help me one day. And it did, y'all. It did, and it's doing it, and I always feel like I always have to clear stuff up, because I literally have friends, family, I have people telling me, like, it just seems like you're just taking off. It just seems like you're growing. Yes. And now, don't get me wrong. When it comes to the social media thing, it's easy for people to take off now. It is easy for people to take off now because of social media. You can post a video and you can go viral, but that doesn't happen for everybody. That doesn't, that's by chance, and it's the algorithm, which we all know that's just a whole other topic, the algorithm. But it's true though, like, you have people that just blow up and they just take off, and then and kudos to them. I love stuff like that too. I'm like, dang, she went from 0, or he went from 0 to 1 billion in literally 2 seconds. But for me, it's not like that. I don't have viral videos to where I just blew up. I'm still rather small at the same time. But I think the difference is consistency, and it's a steady growth. And it's a steady growth, and I'm very mindful of the growth because I'm behind the scenes tracking, putting my things that I taught myself at the tender age of 19, 20, 21 into play and into practice right now. And it's working out, guys. It's really working out. So I'm just here to tell you, this is really the main reason why I decided to come on today, and just to share, like, just this little update and how I've been feeling with my 6-month progress, really 9 months. Is that it's just never too late. It's never too late. But if you are in a spot where you feel like you just can't quite do it yet, whatever it is, whatever that thing is, if you can't quite do it yet, make sure you are taking advantage of your time and building and getting there and just building behind the scenes, because one day it is going to work out, and you're going to be able to use all of those skills and put them into practice and the things that you really, really want to do out of life. Don't let life just keep you stagnant. Don't let life keep you stagnant of whatever you're going through, whatever it is. I don't always, just whatever it is. I can give 10 million examples because we all go through things, but whatever that thing is, don't let it keep you stagnant. You continue to work, even though you may be going through it and it may be hard. You just, you take from it. And you grab what you can learn from it, and then you're able to apply it later on. You're able to apply it in your life, and that's what I do. That's honestly what I do. I took 14 years of stuff, of being in different experiences and being in different situations and learning and having my ups and downs and being in a really, really bad mental state at one point in my life. Like, really, it was bad, y'all. Like, again, it kept me from doing a lot. I didn't do a lot because of my mental state. And at the same time, though, I just took it, and even though I was really down and out, it was always like I can see myself, I can visualize myself out of this mental state, even though I'm not out of it right now, even though I'm just like in the pits of it all. Like, I could always see myself, I could always see more. That's what it is. That's what it is. I could always see more for myself. So as I was in a deep, dark space, I was doing my homework. I was researching. I was looking up that stuff on YouTube. I was trying to figure out how things work, how businesses work, how websites work. I was trying to figure out all of those things, and I was in a really bad mental state, and I knew that I couldn't quite flourish and do the things that I really wanted to do because of my mindset. But then it's such a beautiful thing that when you get out of the mindset, though, how you're able to put the things in play, put the things in practice. I still amaze myself when you're going through things mentally and you're just not in a good spot, like how I was. Sometimes I get goosebumps almost to think of how bad that it actually was. Nobody really knew how bad my mental state actually was. Nobody really knew, but it was bad. It was really bad. Nothing like how you guys see. I don't even know that person. That girl died. I don't even know her anymore. But to go back and to think like, dang, you know, how bad it actually was, and to be able to put things into practice now, the things that I was doing when I was in that mental state, it's like, dang. Always, because it's like I just always had a vision for myself. I just always knew that I wanted to get out of it, and I didn't want to be like that anymore. So I always just, I think that was my hope for the future, is that I knew I didn't want to be in that state anymore. So I just kept that in the forefront of my mind. And even now, I'm nowhere near how I used to be. But even now, it's a different set of goals. It's a different set of goals, and it's a different way that I want to be. So even now that I'm out of it, and I'm better, and I'm here, and I'm living out my dreams, I still have goals that I want to reach, and I visualize myself, even though I'm here. And some days it's a struggle, some days, but I'm here, and we're you know, I still visualize myself in a completely different, I have a whole different mindset of where I want to be, even in a year, where I want to be in the next 5 years or whatever. I have a completely different goal in mind, and I'm going to continue to reach it. And as I'm not there yet, so as I'm not there yet, and I'm not ready to be there yet, I'm working right now. I'm building myself up. Anyway, I say all that to say, you guys, again, one more time for the 1,000th time, it's never too late. It is never too late to work on your dreams, work on your goals, just to get out, do whatever it is that you want to do. And if you're not ready yet, just make sure that you are preparing yourself for that time, because it's coming. It's coming. Use that as hope. If you feel like you're not ready and you're never going to get there, use what it is that you really want to do as hope for future, and keep that in your mind, keep that in your forefront to get you through the days, to get you through whatever it is that you're going through, because you know you just don't want to be there anymore. Just use the one as encouragement. You just don't want to be there anymore. So that is your fuel to continue on to do things that you know you're going to do later on, but you're practicing right now. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but in my head it's making perfect sense. So it's making perfect sense, because that's what I did. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video right here. I just wanted to come on and say thank you guys so much for all of your support, growth. We are in this together. We are doing this together. You guys are literally helping me live out my dreams. Y'all are helping me live out my dreams just by you simply tuning in and watching every single day. Or every single time I post. Like, you guys is support, and I appreciate it so much. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. What song was that from? Is that High School Musical? I don't even know. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And definitely give this video a thumbs up because it'll help the algorithm. That doggone algorithm. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.